Right. Today we're going to do Lab 10 for Taboo. It's about creating an effective dashboard and storytelling. So to begin with, we need to open the file. Let me see the dashboard file, which is here. Right. So you choose the dashboard starter, open it, and let the file process. So it's an old file, so you just click OK to continue to upgrade the files. Okay, so now at the bottom, you're supposed to create a new dashboard. So this is creating a new dashboard. So click on this dashboard and you can show the title of the dashboard. I think these are not connected. So just try to double click. So let's just try to go to data source to connect it again. Okay, so there's some exclamation mark because it was an old file. Now we try to rectify by clicking back to the old connection to be done. Right, so you're upgrading the data source as well. So once you've done that, maybe you can, but simply just uh, reassert the data source. So going back to the dashboard, now you don't have the exclamation marks, right? So these are the spreadsheet that has been drawn earlier, right? The spreadsheet for this and this region has to be done, and this also has to be done first, right? So these are the few things, and then you go to enable the title, show dashboard title. So the dashboard title is here, and you can go and name the title. Let's say change the title to you can just change here sales dashboard. Right, okay. So we have the sales dashboard. So now you're supposed to drag. Okay. Just try dragging the sales by segment into the dashboard and move it down. Okay. And actually you should be able to adjust the size. Let me see whether I can adjust the size. Okay. Now we just go ahead. Drag the plot of sales into the same thing, but try to put it at the right side. Okay, so you can try to put it at the right side or the left side. Doesn't matter. We just put it here. Or you try move it. Let me just try. There you go. Just try it again. Okay, we have this. Let's drag the segment for sales to this side. Okay. Okay, somewhat like that. Let me try to get this thing. You can just drag this. Let's see whether it can get it. get inside the container, trying to get inside the container. Okay, never mind. We'll just do something like that. And then we're going to drag the sales by region right to the bottom. This is a bit small. I couldn't see where I'm putting. Okay, so anyway, we can rearrange it whatever way you like. So, because my windows is a bit small, so remove the sales legend. Okay, remove the gray sales legend. So click on this and remove this thing. Right, so you're left with these two. Adjust the position and make the legend and filter visible. So you got that, and basically trying to move it to this kind of visible. Okay, on the region filter, let's just say region filter, apply worksheet to all using this data source. Okay, so there you have, and you can choose to use the data source, use as filter. You can edit the filter. Click on the sales segment. Click on the sales segment, then use filter. So you can see I'm using this as a filter for all, right? You see, I can just choose any part of it. Now it's only the home appliances. So you can click the sales by the region to test the different region. What they do. So you can choose all and get it all there. So you can also set a filter over here. So you can test the filter region, which is just tested, right? So you can test if all is gone. I choose only Latin or North America. You show only those few, right? You see, cool. Now moving on to another dashboard. So we're going to open another dashboard. All the action step dashboard. Right, we're going to add some action to the dashboard. So just now you can click on one map to basically filter the rest of the map, the three maps that you have. Right, so waiting for the files to be ready. And again, this was done in the old editions. So we just go ahead and click OK for it to upgrade to the latest version. Right, you can then expand this view. Right, you'll find three views by the medal. Okay, so there are actually three view by the medals by country, total medals by sports, as well as medal by athletic. So now we're going to choose a new dashboard, right? And we're going to add a new title. Double click on the dash. We can change the title here, okay? 2014 or S or lumping also can. Right, and you can go down to show the title, and then you have the 201S. You can click the size of the drop down, change the dashboard. Right, so you can just change the dashboard size by checking on this. Right, you can do a check, change this to 900, and this is to 600. So you can adjust the size of this dashboard. And moving forward is to show the title. Yes, drag the matter by title. Okay, drag the matter by title. So okay, we can close this. Oops. Okay, so we can go to the dashboard, and then now you're supposed to drag the matter by country onto the worksheet, right? And you can go ahead and change the title, the worksheet title, or just by typing the bigger countries. So you can type, click on the country, and apply. Okay, so there you have. Nice. In the dashboard, there's a click on the vertical dashboard panel. Click on vertical, drag the vertical way up and put to the right half of the dashboard. Okay, so you just done that, and drag the total matter by spots, okay, into this vertical layout container. So there you have. You got another one. Okay, and then you need to drag the matter by athletics. Hopefully right at the bottom. Let's see what I can move this, and we try to drag it to the bottom. There you have. So you got a nice. Let's just see whether it can fit the entire view. Oh, no. Standard. Okay, we just use the standard. Okay, and now we go to the dashboard action. The dashboard. We want to add some action button. So on the dashboard, we click on the action button, and there you can add action, choose filter, and can name it as a map filter. Map filter. Choose. So choose this and select and exclude all value. Right, so we want to clear the selections and exclude all the value, and click OK. There you have, you got one map filter action button. You can add another action button by doing the same again, and filter by athletics. Filter ticks. Right. and you're going to select action, select by matter, athletic, right? And let me just check. Okay, and by changing this, you will affect all this, right? And exclude all data. Choose OK. Right, so let's test it out. So if we were to choose something like the region, let's say we choose Russia, right? You can see all the things change. And if you choose Russia, sorry, if you choose Russia, these are the Russia athletic ethics, right? And then you're going to choose the speed skating. Right? You notice there's some changes in gray off. All these are being measured for skating and blank area in the bar. Clear. So that is to clear, and then you can snowboarding. Maybe you should add. Let me just check. Use this as filter. Snowboarding. So these are all snowboarding, and let's say just now we were saying short trekking, and all this will change. Right? So you can see that it changed. Now by simply use this as a filter. Right? Of course, you can try to fit the width. Okay, next we can actually change the shape for which country. This will be a variable for the country. And you can just apply and OK. You can see they change to Russia, right? Depending on which country you choose. You choose Korean, then this will become Korean, right? Add a line below. Right, so you can go ahead and change. You can also change the font size by just changing the font size, change it to 10, right? Or type of words below. Right, this is to add in new words, new sentence. Click on the please apply. And there you have this. Right, so by clicking on any of this, you change this different athlete. Right, on the dashboard menu, there's an action, dashboard action. Right, you can even add a URL. Action, go to URL and name the look up info about and the source sheet will be from medal by the athlete and total by this. Right, run on menu instead of selections, right? And you type in the URL. Right, so anything like you just type HTTP Wikipedia. Just trying to find the kind of sports. In case you're not sure about the sports, this actually provide the opportunity for the sports. Okay, once you're done, you can click OK to save. Then you have another new action button. You can also create one for the athlete, right? So you can do that. So I'm not going to go through that. And you click sort, and when you hover across, you can see look out for the speed skidding. Right, it will go to the Wikipedia. Right, so this is what I just added. And then if added the athletic, you move over across, they will give you a link to look for, search for the internet. Right, let's move on to how do we improve the design of the dashboard. Okay, so we're going to use another files again. So open, and this is the improved dashboard starter. In this is we basically trying to show you how to do simple stuff like editing the font size of the title, right? So first, of course, you ensure that you choose the profit analysis dashboard. Selected, double click on the coffee analysis title, right? So you double click, you can change the font size. So check this is 12, it's not 12, then you choose 12. You're gonna check the font size. We just choose area. Okay, it's bigger. Let's say orange is a mix. Go. Now you can just go ahead and change the color of the screen. One, you can change the color. It's gray. Let's see, this is gray. Off. Double click on the right here is the text box. You can highlight and change the bold if you want to. Right, so you want to change to red color, uh, bold. Right, you will be able to change. Right, so apply, go. You can change the color of the text. So these are just trivial stuff, and then you can select region selections. Okay, so here is trying to ask you, let me just expand. It's asking you to move the filter right to the top. You can try slowly move it up to the top. So we got this region selection right at the top. Okay, it's just moving the template up to the top. Right, for click the coffee change analysis tab, profit analysis tab here, and you can also change the color. Right, so click under the color and edit the color, and then you want to choose false is actually orange and true is gray. Right, so you're just changing the color here. Currently it's green and blue, so you apply. So you notice it's changed. So this is just changing for a better color that you like. Right, and you can also add topic informations. So this is topic information. You can add new lines if you want to. Right, so here we want to click in uh, product. So we add in new product view, right, and just click OK. And once you go over, you see there's a new product, Cambodia, regular, espresso, etc. Now we want to create a story. So now storyboard. So now we open another new storyboard, new storyboard starter. So we're trying to create a slideshow. Okay, we expand the whole thing. Then we can choose the story size. To letter, right? Letter landscape. Okay. So once we choose that, we can change the title. What's happening, right? Okay. And format. You can go to format story. Okay, there you go. Story panel comes up. Right, set the navigator color of your choice that you like, and set the text shading. Right, so we're just going to follow the navigator 10, and we're going to choose a color that is orange shading, slightly orange shading, and you can choose 85%, 85% shade around there. So got 85% shading text object. Okay, so that's the text object also. Text object. Okay, so you can see these are all changed the color. So it's just changing the color, and you can click on blank to start a new storyboard again. Right, so now you want to drag a customer purchase. You want to add a caption also can. Here is where you add a caption. No profit transaction. Profit transactions. Okay. And then you can type the rest. I'm not going to type the rest, and drag in the sidebar, drag action. Okay, so you can drag some text into this, right? And you can type in there some description. This is right. Type in and okay, okay. Okay, you have that note with that, right? Add to edit and drag. You can change the size if you want to. I just simply drag and drop the thing. Right, so that's the thing. Anything else? Add the average count. Add click. Okay, so another one you can also blanket and then drag the average discount worksheet view. Add a caption again. You can take add caption. Compare. Right, so this is like one slide. So after that, you will be going slide here, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4. Right? So compare average, for example. Okay, and you can again drag some message here again. Just to type something, and you can just enter sales of tables. Da, 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 da. Okay, and you can resize. You can double click into author. So it's E and okay, sales by table. Right. So you can adjust the story position, this being the last slide. So you want to push it in front also can. So you just have move the slides. Right? So you just move the slides. So what is need to do is you can go into the presentation mode. Then you have the presentations mode, and you can go from 1 to compare. Right? This is what we have, and then no profits. So this is like a navigator bar that read through your story. Okay, that's the end for today's lab. Thank you.